In the quiet town of Maplewood, where the scent of freshly baked bread drifted through the air and the streets were lined with charming little cafes, lived an extraordinary dog named Benny. Benny wasn't just any dog. He had a nose for flavors and a heart that beat for the art of cooking. Benny belonged to an elderly chef, Mr. Anton, who owned a small but beloved restaurant called Anton's Bistro. Mr. Anton had spent decades perfecting his craft, but age had begun to slow him down. His restaurant, once bustling with customers, was starting to lose its spark. It pained Benny to see his beloved owner struggling, and though he couldn't speak human words, he understood food better than most people did. One day, as Mr. Anton rested in his chair after a long and exhausting morning in the kitchen, Benny decided to take matters into his own paws. With his keen sense of smell and countless hours spent observing his owner, he knew exactly what ingredients blended well together. He trotted into the kitchen, nosed open the fridge, and pulled out ingredients one by one. He started small, a simple but perfect omelet. Using his dexterous paws and snout, he cracked eggs into a bowl, whisked them carefully, and sprinkled in just the right amount of salt and herbs. With great precision, he nudged the frying pan onto the stove and flicked the burner on with his paw. The eggs sizzled delightfully as Benny tilted his head, waiting for just the right moment to flip the omelet. The smell wafted through the restaurant, waking Mr. Anton from his nap. His eyes widened when he saw the omelet, golden and folded neatly on a plate. He took a bite, and it was exquisite. He looked around in confusion. Who made this?" he muttered. Benny wagged his tail and barked happily. It didn't take long for Mr. Anton to put the pieces together. At first, he thought he must be dreaming, but when Benny continued to experiment, creating pasta dishes, soups, and even delicate pastries, Mr. Anton knew he had discovered something incredible. Word spread quickly through town about the mysterious chef at Anton's Bistro. People started returning to the restaurant, eager to try the delicious meals. Of course, Benny couldn't be seen cooking, so Mr. Anton acted as though he was still the one behind the stove. But the town's food critics knew something had changed. There was a new magic in the dishes that wasn't there before. One day, a famous food critic named Eleanor DuPont visited the bistro. She was known for her strict reviews and could make or break a restaurant with a single article. Mr. Anton was nervous, but Benny was determined. He prepared a masterpiece, pan-seared salmon with a citrus glaze, paired with creamy mashed potatoes and a hint of truffle. Eleanor took a bite. Her stern expression softened as her taste buds danced with delight. She set down her fork, smiled, and declared, "This is the best dish I've ever had. Anton, you've outdone yourself." From that day on, Anton's Bistro became a sensation. Though Mr. Anton never revealed the truth behind the magic in the kitchen, he always made sure Benny got an extra treat at the end of each successful night. And so, Benny, the secret canine chef of Maplewood, continued to cook with love, proving that sometimes the best chefs aren't human at all.